Oh. Content warnings. Existential themes, purpose of living, distressing or triggering to those who struggle with depression or suicidal thoughts. If you decide to play, and any of these feelings return throughout the game, don't hesitate to exit. Epilepsy warning. If you've experienced epilepsy, enable reduce flashing. Well, this is a video, so sucks to be you if you're epileptic. Play it yourself or something, I don't know. Hello, kitty cat. Do you want outside, or do you want to scream at me? Do you want me out on the microphone? Okay. No? Whatever. Hi, I'm Marini's Rain Cat, and today we're playing. What's this voice I'm doing? I have no idea. I don't know anything about this game other than that it's short and that my friend liked it. Initializing. Begin iteration 827339. Start incubation. Mounting file system. Starting neural interface. Loading system. Checking link to interface AI. Failed. Retrying. No interface AI found. To use library systems, please find and connect to an available interface AI. Continuing to boot. Starting logistic. Diagnostics. Vitals. Brain activity. Neural link. Sensory check. Initial startup complete. Beginning, startup, check. Test manual control. Success. Test response. What am I? Success. Ending incubation process. Warning, interrupt from unknown source. Rerouting. You are needed. What should I do? Unknown. Incubation complete. Movement. WASD. Whoa. Audio. Alright, so this is me testing my microphone. How low do I... This is pretty low. Okay, so if that's music... Maybe here. Maybe there. Okay. I don't know. I hope that's good, or I'll have to fix it. Use interface. Notice, this node is in diagnostic mode. Display diagnostic information? No. Oh, there's more of these. Interesting. Got a big room with funky lights and funky walls. Alright. This node is in diagnostic mode. Yes. Year, unknown. Location, numbers. Library diagnostic report found. Displaying. Error code 8F detected. Emergency solution has been initiated. Okay, library diagnostic report. Oh, okay. So the library says error code, and the emergency thing is probably me. No jumping. Okay. Ah! Wow. Escape to pause and shift to sprint. Look at me go. Oh! That's cool. They got like a texture. Anything else got that? Oh! This has the same texture. Diagnostic mode, display diagnostic. Hang on. I always say hang on even when I hit the pause button on the recording. That's bizarre. Growth center status, not operational. Operational log, most recent first. Temporary reactivation, redacted. Interesting. System shutdown. Earlier log entries missing. Most recent first. Okay, temporary reactivation is me, and then everything else is redacted. Unless this is talking about these pods in particular, then that means there's something out and about. Mega structure. Yeah. Toggle sprint, shift. Gotta love that mega structure. Gotta love that whatever this is. Gotta love that. Let me guess. Oh. Node interface storage activated. Searching for node interfaces. Okay. Show me interface AI found. Establishing link. Hello? Hello. Wait, are you human? I think so? Oh wow, I didn't think Oh wow, I didn't think Oh wow, I didn't think there were people left. But you're alive. Someone's still out there. Where'd you come from? I'm alone. I came from some sort of tube. Wait, slow down. What's even going on? Who are you? Where am I? I'm alone. I came from some sort of tube. Tube? A growth chamber. But you're alone. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad you're here, but I just wish there were more. It's been a long time since I've seen anybody. For a while, I even thought. Well, regardless, now that you're here, maybe we can help each other out. Alright, what should I do? As an interface AI, I can give you information from nodes. You just have to let me hook into your neural interface. Neural interface? Yeah, everybody has one. Alright then, go ahead. And it is done. Oh, one last thing. My AI code is AL024. You can call me Al. AI disconnected. Okay. Cut this out if it's not important. But I've got gamer brain. I want to see if Al has anything to say about these things. Okay, Al has nothing to say back here. Da 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 da. Welcome back, everybody, to Year Unknown. We got pillars, cubes, geometric shapes, and mega structures. Call this a mega structure because it's mega big. What does mega even mean? Other than big. Oh, okay. Node interface is detected. Select a node interface. Yes, use Al. This is general info node. It has basic information on the library, but not much else. Oh wait, you probably don't know what the library is. It's it's kind of everything. I mean, technically it's the name for the huge archive of human knowledge. That's the data that these nodes draw from. But the data is stored basically everywhere, so it's easier to just say that everything is the library. Wow, that's a lot of data. It is. Maybe it's just part of my programming, but the sheer amount of knowledge out there excites me. Just knowing there's so much out there to find out. It takes a lifetime to even see a fraction of it. What does it store? All kinds of stuff. Anything that wasn't lost to time, really. Old media, research, stories, historical data, archives of various global networks, the list goes on. Let's move forward. If I remember correctly, there's a few more nodes in this area. Alright, we gotta find the Arrhenius Raincat section. Megastructure. This node has info on... Oh, of course, a city. There's a city past this door. City? With other people? I knew there was a city nearby, but I didn't know it was so close. It's crazy. First I run into you, now a full city. It's been a while since things have been this eventful. What if nobody's there? We'll keep looking, same as I've been doing for a while now. Can't seem to open this door though. Requires a key. Try looking around. There's probably something here that can help out. Maybe it's this data storage looking thing. The only other thing in existence. I like these oh wow, those terminals are epic. Al! This interface is connected to a network. Can you find a key for the door? I'll take a look, but it's unlikely that it would be sent here unencrypted. It wouldn't be very secure. There's a lot of logs. I want you to take a look at those first. Most of these are transmissions, but this one is very recent. It's a distress call, and it's coming from the center. As for the contents, it's a key for the door. That's really convenient. Distress call? From who? I have no idea, just that it's coming from the center of the library. Well, if they're sending us a key, they must want us to enter the city. There might be something there that can get us to the center. Head back to the door, and I can use the key to open it. AI disconnected. Key get. Oh my god, the fucking terminal over there. I thought it was a thing for a second. I need to clean my screen. Al. Use the key. Open says me. Bingo, let's head in. Open sesame. Open says Abe me. Wow, there. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so city. Everything's crazy. Ooh, more clone pods. Growth chambers. Al! This is Growth Center. I was right. I was right near one when you found me. I woke up at something like this. That would make sense, but why just you? As far as I know, you're the only one to come from growth chambers lately. I have no idea. That makes two of us. Unless, what if it has something to do with that distress call? Maybe. I'll keep thinking about it. In the meantime, let's see what else we can find. Hello? Is anybody home? I'm lonely. It's fucking weird out. Oh, they're sideways. You can't hear my thoughts, so you probably don't understand. Boop. Ow! Primary database for a city. If there's anyone here, this will tell us. I hope there is. Same here. Looks like you're the only one here. I should have expected it, but with you appearing, I'd hoped. We can keep looking. You're right, they must have gone somewhere. But what happened here? Why did they leave? Boredom? Not a very big thing to leave an entire city over, is it? Maybe it's a factor, but I can't imagine it being the only reason. Okay, so. Theory time. It's going to be a loop. I'm going to find a bunch of me clones, and they're going to be the ones who sent the signal, and then I'm going to send the signal and make another me, and then we're all going to hang out in a city somewhere that isn't in the library because infinite knowledge is boring. That's my theory. That's my crack theory. Oh, they got fancy rooms. Oi, what's in here? What? This is fun. It's an entire database full of games. People love these. But there's a lot here that hasn't been touched in a long time. Can we play one? I can't, unfortunately. There should be one you can play on the interface. Just a warning, some of them can be kind of hard to get a hang of. Alright, let's see if I can play future games. Alternate agent and start. What? Alternate agent into... Oh. Okay, so I can go left and right. And... Ooh, everything's made of the shiny stuff. Select a node. These are all living spaces for the people that lived here. Something I always thought about. That's something I always thought was odd about you. Humans, I mean. You have so much space to live in, but most of you choose to spend most of it in a tiny area. If I could go anywhere, I'd take full advantage of it. No doors. These houses don't seem comfortable. Well, not right now. The library is shaped by people. They adjust it, and it adjusts them. If it stays isolated for too long, it returns to a sort of default state. I have an external camera, but if I had to guess, this whole city looks like that. Strangely beautiful. I wish I could see it. I mean, it's inhospitable, but there's something cool about mega structures. Wonder if this would be a giant tree if, like, a bunch of people were into, like, fantasy stuff. Al! There's information here on AI like me. Like I told you, I exist to sort through information. Data without organization isn't useful at all, just random mess. That's where I come in. I can do that organization and let people like you have easy access to it. That seems convoluted. Can't I just see the data by itself? Sounds convenient. I'd hate to scroll through a ton of text. Really, it isn't really all that complicated. I'm just able to do it very fast. It's all about patterns. I compare the data to what I've seen before. If there's a similarity, I can make a connection. And if those connections, and you create a web of relationships and correlations. Of course, as AI, we can do a bit more than just categorization. We can fill in missing metadata, and even tell if information is falsified or not. Well, we can also just chat. Not to brag, but I used to be pretty popular for my conversations. What happened? I don't know. Fewer and fewer people interacted with me. Long time passed, and then you appeared. That's pretty much all I know. Okay, slightly more serious theory. Although I do think the whole clone thing is possible. I think all the humans left because of boredom. Because knowing everything is boring. They wanted an adventure, so they went and had one. Hey. Oh. Bo. Ah. Sorry about that. You caught me in sleep mode. I was not expecting to be woken up for a while. Or ever. What the hell are you doing here? I walked here. Very funny. Well, none of my business, I guess. See ya. Aren't you gonna hook into my neural interface or something? I'm done with that. Well, maybe. Forget it. Oh, okay. Can you help? Not unless something really interesting is going on. I'm the first human to appear in a while. Okay. I guess that's not interesting. Damn. They just don't know how epic the Arenas Rain Cat is. Oh, that's why I keep being messed up. The shift is a toggle, not a hold to sprint. Also, I just got like 7 notifications all at once on my phone. Yeah. Click, 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 click. Well, it's more like pressing because I'm actually pressing a button. Well, that explains why I keep doing this, because I'm trying to hold it down. Okay, so Bo fucked off, I guess. Let's see what this thing is. Wow, it's... Oh. I think this panel's gonna move out of the way and it's gonna be a teleporter. Alright. Ow! Teleporter here. We might be able to use it to get closer to the center and find the source of that signal. Let me see if I can get this working. Dang, it's protected. Another AI might have it, but I don't know. I found an AI called Bull. They don't seem very interesting. Well, that's an issue. Try talking to them again. Maybe tell them about the teleporter. There's gotta be a way to convince them to help. Okay. But, also, let's go get this last, Your game is saved. Okay. I was about to jump off. This interface can control the elevators going to the other layers of the city. Usually they're automatic but for whatever reason they're in manual mode now. Just our luck, they're shut down too. To my knowledge, you can't override a manual shutdown. So it looks like this is a no-go. This is so bizarre. Who would shut down an elevator? Somebody who wants me to go on my predetermined path to become one with the eternal cycle. What? Okay. Why doesn't that... That's weird. Everything's weird. Let's go talk to an AI. Hey there, what's up? Bo. Teleporter to the center nearby. Yes, I'm aware. I have a key for it. Where are you going? We found a distress call coming from the center. From the center? Alright, I might be willing to help you a bit. I'll hook into your neural interface. You know what? I've been stuck here for a while. Wouldn't hurt to stop by some of the nearby interfaces. Ha ha ha, yes! Lore! Bo, tell me. AI like me were created to sort and index the library's vast network of databases. Humanity always struggled with data, preserving it, managing it, even using it. The library got so vast that it was impossible for anyone to make any sense of it. Facts mixed with fiction, high art mixed with a sea of nonsense. And so AIs were created to clean up the mess, or at least to help sort through it. The uncomfortable truth is that it's an imperfect system. There's no real way to distinguish truth from lies, or even from fiction. We just take what's given to us and try to find the patterns. Oh. What you think about... This is where people used to live. Suppose I've been living here too, although it's hardly the same thing. We can stay in certain nodes, but it's just to store us while we're not in a neural interface. But the humans had homes, places they would willingly spend extended amounts of time. I admit I was reluctant to come with you, but I'm glad to be out of there. I've been stuck for way too long. Oh, Bo's warming up already. Aww. Bo. Ah, games. I have to admit, one of the better ways to spend time. You can play them again and again, and still get some enjoyment. There's not much you can say that about. Of course, can't last forever. Eventually you get bored and move on, make up a new game, or change up an old one. Over time, they've invented some very complicated games. The ones here would take months, maybe years to explain. You're right about that, because, alternate agent in 5. 001 4D tape errors. Hitting up changes velocity. Hitting down. Okay, yep. And my cat wants in. Wow da 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 da. And I see this time. That's I didn't hit the pause button, but I'm probably going to have to. Interesting. The door is closed. That's actually good. Ah! That's good because I was gonna run back and see if Bo had anything to say on anything we've already seen. Why is the city empty? Who knows? Plague, starvation, boredom? Hardly matters at this point. But it does make your arrival here very puzzling. Oh my god, my throat's dry, probably because I'm talking a lot. I don't do this often. This is a growth center. I recognize this. Well, you should. I don't know how else you could exist. What do you mean? I'm saying you're born in one of these. Thing is, that should be impossible. Why? This city isn't the only place that's empty. Nobody has been born for thousands of years. So I'm the only one? Most likely, yes. Wish Al and Bo could talk to each other. Are we gonna get like a couple more AIs and they're gonna like spell out a name or something? Alright, Bo. Looks like we've arrived at the teleporter you were talking about. Want me to unlock it? What's at the center? You want to go there and you don't even know it's there? Well, I don't know either. At least not exactly. I have my suspicions though. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Let's go ahead and get this thing running. I've enabled the teleporter, but the other AI started the process, so ultimately they have to turn it on. Alright, Al, activate. Oh hey, the teleporter's unlocked now. So they can only exist when they're actually here. Looks like the other AI did it. I'm glad they decided to help. In any case, I've enabled teleporter. Step in whenever you're ready. Oh, that's cool. Whoopoo! Oh. Epilepsy warning. And then I died. The end. Teleport in progress. Systems functioning normally. You will arrive at your destination soon. You will arrive soon. Red. Red. Ominous. Red and ominous. Node interfaces detected. Select a no. Interface. I'm here. Here. This is the wrong place. They should know. Can I decide that? Al. Here we are. Wait, oh no. We're not near the center. Not even close. But the coordinates were correct. None of this is making sense. Couldn't there have been a malfunction? I didn't think that's possible, but I guess we have to consider it. In any case, either someone doesn't want us to go center, or something is seriously wrong with the library. Either way, I think the center is the place to be. Okay. Oh, hold on. We're not at the center. I just need to make sure. You didn't lie to me about this going to the center, right? Al didn't mess up the coordinates, right? Definitely not. Why'd either of us lie about that? I wouldn't know, but I want to be sure. Because if I'm right about this, just keep moving, alright? There's probably another way to get to the center from here. Suspicious. Very, very, very suspicious. And I think that's a teleporter? Oh, no it isn't. It's just a thing. Oh. Is that the sun? Whoa. Welcome to the empty land. Why am I here? What even am I? Something happened here relatively recently, some sort of agreement. Having a hard time finding details. They apparently didn't document much. I do know there was an interface AI involved. It's Bo 307, the other AI. Try talking to them. They know more than me. If you figure out anything without me, be sure to come back here and let me know. Okay, so Bo clearly knows something. Anything interesting? No. Okay. Yeah. Whatever you say, Bo. You're very Oh. The library. The library is everything. Everything else is fuzzy. It only exists in fragments. But the library is here. It envelops me. Is it a part of me? What space do I occupy? This is exciting. There's details here about how the library works. Everything is made up of a mostly uniform material used for both structural support and data storage. To access the data, there's a network of strand-like material, like a human nervous system. And all of this is so small you can't even see it. To control it, all these strands converge at one location, sort of like a brain. Hey, that's probably what's at the center. Hold up, since they were testing it here, maybe... Yes, I have some control from the terminals. I could use the library material to make a platform. I could program it to head to the center. And from there we're set. The one issue is, I can't remove material, so we can't just get rid of a wall. I think there was a terminal we visited earlier that was in an open area. Try heading there. Ah, that must be the place with the agreement. The red is ominous, but this is calming. It feels like it's getting redder, corrupted-er. Bo! Tell me something cool. Information here on the library's makeup. Structures double as storage. It allows for better material efficiency. Data capacity is very close to the maximum data density possible. Any more and it would collapse into a black hole. This material is also essentially self-replicating. That's how the library expands, although apparently it's stopped. Is that because of malfunction? No, it's too long ago for it to be that. I think it's just run out of material to build with. Run out of universe. That's it, I suppose. The old universe is gone forever. The old universe? Before the library. Okay, pausing again. No, no. When did I pause? No, hang on. Fuck! Save me, beautiful lights in the sky. Okay, so I've read all this. I've read a bunch of stuff in a hallway. I'm just gonna quickly go past this. The old universe? Before the library. It was different. Most of it was less livable, but the parts that were... I've only seen what's archived in the library. It just makes the fact that we can't go back all the more painful. Alright, so then I looked around here and I thought it was more red than usual, but it looks normaler again. Then I went over here and... Ow! Maybe this has something to do with Bo. Whatever that agreement was. Go back to the lower... Okay, You. I'm talking to you. You're a human, unlike me. Does that make me a machine? A robot? An artificial intelligence? Then I activate Al. God damn it, I'm talking too much. Hang on. Alright. Al. This looks like a museum. I love finding art. Everything else only shows you the facts, what happened, what was involved, so on and so forth. But art tells you how people felt, shows you what it was like for them to exist. Looks like this is all pretty old. Wait, there's something weird here. This museum used to be constantly updated. I mean, making art was practically all people used to do. But around 20,000 years ago, there's been nothing. This place has been abandoned for thousands of years. The city, now here. Where is everybody? What happened? Maybe they're just gone. They couldn't have. It doesn't make sense. They never do that themselves. Something or someone did this. Maybe this has something to do with Bo, and whatever that agreement was. Go back to the lower level and see if they'll talk. They might be more willing, knowing we're onto them. Right. Bo, this is a museum. It might seem odd to put art alongside a laboratory, but as time passed, the need for much of the sciences faded. Art was never a need, though. It's a want. So the desire for it didn't fade. Without anything else, humanity held onto their desire to create. Over time, originality became more difficult. Art became purely referential. Remixes of remixes, remakes of remakes, chaining together until they were unrecognizable from the original, and continuing until they were identical again. Every creative endeavor was met in frustration, as they realized that there was nothing new to create. Why not create art for the sake of it? Some tried. They ignored the library's archive and simply created. Do you think anyone around them cared about what they made, simply because they created it? Do you think they got any appreciation for their work? Is it worth creating anything when you know it already exists, when at a whim you can view countless realizations of your exact idea and every possible variation? The point of life isn't art, it's your relationship with others. Can that really be a reason to live for an entire life? Most relationships are based upon interests, what people do and consume. Maybe some people would disagree with you, but I knew far more who disagreed. Some people would agree with you, but I know more that disagreed. If that's how you feel, I'm very sorry. This is where I don't remember the thought process exactly, but that's where I started nailing down my theory that humanity has killed itself out of boredom. Also, this is a museum. Let's look at some art. Art. Cubes. Hexagons. Cubes. Geometric shapes. This is bad art. This is... Why am I here? What am I supposed to do? Al. Is this an art exhibit? No, wait. Oh, I don't like this. It's supposed to be art, but we should move on. I don't really want to keep looking at it. And Bo. This is hardly an art exhibit. Personally, I think it's hardly art. It's just cruel. They stuck an AI in a box and gave it no external input. It has no way to experience anything outside of itself. It has some output, a stream of text. Is it sentient? Supposedly, but like always, that's a hard question to answer. There's no way to prove sentience, but as a human, you at least get to write the definition of it for it. As a human, you get to write the definition for it. As for me, I think I'm sentient, but if I wasn't, how would I know? So yeah, there's an AI in there. And it doesn't have anything to do but wonder. Was I created? Am I God? Is this all there is? Do I have a purpose? How long will I be here? I don't know. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I? Why do I know things? Then, we got this cool work cross. Got this thing, wire frame or wire mesh, I don't know. I said, wire meshes are cool. Because this thing's boringer, I think. Because it's just sort of shapes. But that one's more organic-y. I like this one more. And then, you know, we got some pointy art. And some cloudy art. And some rocky art. And this. A giant screen of images of the old world. A hallway. A parking lot. Some tiles. Some rooms. And a sunny field. Is that winter? What's this? What's that? Rocks. Clouds. Time. I've been here so long. Oh, wow. This is rare to see, especially for you. I see a lot of data, and most of it is text. Humans loved text. They also loved images, but storing images is way more complicated. Most pre-library images are degraded. I see fragments of them a lot. Sometimes, I can potentially recover one, but images as complete as this are rare. This is what the world looked like before. Wow, I could look at this forever. These are images of the world before the library. It's so strange to think the universe wasn't always like this. I used to not even know about the world before. Then I found out about it, how messy it was, how it was going to end. Before knowing that, I accepted things as they were. Things were always like this, and they always will be. I never considered that anything could end. Alright, and then I walked all the way back over here, and then I noticed that my recording was paused. Oh, I can fall down there. And there's one last terminal over here that time for new stuff, for me at least. Ideas. So many ideas. Apparently, this place is a lab, or at least used to be. Hold on. There's some logs here that are human readable. Super rare to find this kind of stuff. I'll output it to the screen. Log 145. Perfect null entropy has been achieved on inorganic matter in case of extenuating circumstances before the completion of the final AETS project. Important data is now being collected and copied for backup. Phase 4 of the AETS project has started. Work is being done to expand project staff and resources. Long-time contingency measures are in place. Whoa, that's a way bigger number. Final AETS device construction nearing completion. Partial activation has started with an increasing sphere of influence. Due to limited resources, energy not used for AETS construction is prohibited outside of its sphere of influence. Wow, it's incredible to see all that data intact. I mean, I don't really understand what it's about. But regardless, this is the stuff I live for. It's been way too long. So I'm not actually sure, but it's talking about spheres and entropy and stuff. I'm thinking maybe... Oh, maybe it's that. Okay. Well, I was gonna say maybe this is all library related. Sphere of influence, encompassing things. Anything outside it is temporary. Bo. This is a lab, or rather was. There hasn't been much use for this place in a while. At a certain point, there wasn't much left to find out. For the record, they found out that time travel was impossible. Sorry for the disappointment. Lab, with a big sphere, with a whatever the fuck that is. Everything is so old. I've been here for so long, but not like this. Things are different now. Before, I couldn't think? Feel? Is that what I'm doing? Oh wow, there's a ton of information about the center here. So in the center is a device called the Anti-Entropic Thermodynamic Stabilizer, or the AETS for short. Ah, I was right. Is that the center? Oh, I thought we were further away. The center being the sphere thing in front of us, behind the terminal. It's built to ensure the universe survived past its heat death. The library was built around it, making the AETS Ground Zero right in the center. What they have here must be its prototype. Oh, okay, this is a prototype. Wow, I guess that's why things are the way they are now, kept pristine for eternity. The end of the universe, humanity's last great challenge, and yet they still found a way to persist. Although, if that teleporter really did malfunction, this machine, the AETS, must be malfunctioning as well. Well, now it's not just a curiosity. We have to get to the center. We have to fix the AETS. I don't know, Al. I think it might be best for this stagnation to end. In front of you is a prototype of the device at the center. It's called the AETS. The universe used to tend towards uniformity. Had things continued as they were, every place in the universe would be indistinguishable. But the AETS nullifies entropy, so the universe can continue as it is forever. Everything is still new to you. This whole world, all of this information. You're excited to see it all, right? Yes. I've been around for a long time. There's still things I don't know, but I have all of eternity to find them out. I've been rationing out my experiences, making it last as long as I could. Despite how vast the library is, it's not infinite. At some point, I'll run out, and then there will be nothing left. And then what? Yep. Everything and nothing are the same thing. Or perhaps different sides of a... Whoa, what the fuck? I missed this. Oh. Is this what it's like to be like them? To be like you? There's so much in my mind. So many ideas, and things, and events, and concepts. How did they ever get bored? Seems like a log of all signals sent to or from the center. There's 2 here. The most recent makes sense. It's the distress call we saw earlier, but the earlier one... Oh my god. Somebody shut down the growth centers. Not just the one here, but all of them. What does that mean? Nobody's been born in thousands of years. That's why there hasn't been any art in so long. Maybe there's still people at the center. Maybe they found a way to live forever. I don't think there's anyone else. An AI had to authorize this. I bet it was Bo. Go back to the lower level. See if they'll talk. This is a log of signals sent to or from the center. It's a bit strange that doesn't include signals sent to or from here. The only important one here was very recently. It was sent from the center to around where you found me. That looks like the distress signal you said you encountered. I've actually been thinking about that. What sent that distress signal? There's nobody here. There's nobody at the center. The only thing that could have sent that is the AETS itself. I would say that's impossible, but clearly that is a limiting factor right now. AETS becomes alive, makes a human, and that's why all the terminals are talking weird. Everything is so old, I've been here for so long, etc. Prototype. Or maybe the prototype's alive and the actual center isn't. I don't know. Maybe that box broke free. Information. There's too much information. In the year 262, Michu became the 13th ruler of Scylla. The Reta was a theoretical machine to transmit information into the past. Theories governing its design were proven to be wrong. In the year 5104, Pratt went to the annual basketball history meetup for the first time. Why do I know these things? What do they mean? There's some sort of failsafe built into the library while it was being developed. It's been activated already because of that malfunction, but I have no idea what the failsafe actually does. It doesn't seem like much considering we're here in the first place. I wanted to ask though, whether we're stuck here forever or manage to fix this. Would you want to keep doing this? Exploring? Finding nodes? I'm leaning towards not really, but I don't want to make Al sad. Definitely. Good. Good to know I won't have to be stuck in a node again when this is over. The library malfunctions. There's a safety check in place. Oh. This isn't the first time there's been a malfunction. It's happened before, many times. This isn't possible. It has to be an error. I wonder what this is. Oh, it's probably the... Oh, it's like a satellite dish. Cool. These are data storage racks. And these are the big walls. And this is the logs. And this is the big thing. And this is the down here. And this is where the... Al, find out anything. Nothing new. Keep me updated. Alright, let's talk to Bo. Why did the growth centers turn off? Looks like you've been doing some digging. I guess if you know as much, there's no real point in hiding anything. It's not like I can do much at this point anyway. They became tired. Tired of living, tired of existence. I remember they tried to satiate themselves with art, but no matter what they did, it was always a replica. All that could be done had been done. So they asked me to end it, stop the cycle, end their purgatory, and I did. I turned off the GCs. Why'd you hide that from me? Isn't it obvious? You'll think it's a horrible thing to do. You'll hate me. Then any hope of you helping me disappears. No, I understand you did what you had to do. Really? I guess I should apologize. I wasn't expecting much from someone born yesterday. Or today, I guess. I spent so long just waiting. Nothing to do, nothing to see. Just myself. I know this is a big ask, but I need your help for this. What do you need me to do? I don't know what's wrong with the AETS, but I feel like this might be my one chance to turn it off. I want you to go to the center and try to do that. I'll do my best. Al wants to explore, Bo wants to die. I'm gonna have to pick between them. Bo turned off the GCs. There's nobody left because of them. You know for sure now? They're why nobody's alive. We have to stop them. It's not their fault. They were asked to do it. But they doomed humanity. They let it all go, and I'm left waiting, thinking there's something out here. That there's hope. This doesn't change our goal. We're still heading to the center. Talk to me when you're ready to leave. Alright, let's get out of here. I'll make a platform to take us to the center. Oh. Ooh. Fancy. We're going to the center. We're going away from the prototype. Goodbye, prototype. We're going to the big one now. You'd think I'd be able to delete Bo and leave Al online. But maybe they were overzealous in their anti-entropy engine thing. Oh, sideways. Okay. I thought I was looking up. Now I got confused. Ah. Now that's definitely not supposed to be. It's hard to see. Yes. A hole. Behind it, pillars. Lights. Energy. Tendrils. Select an interface. We made it! This is the center! Thank you for coming this far. It's still a bit of a mystery why you're here, but I'm glad you are. Is this really what you want? What? We're saving the universe. Of course it is. But for what purpose? Who are we saving it? For me, for the other AI, for anyone left. There is no one left. And Bo might disagree. What about me? They might have needed a reason to live, but I don't. I just want to live. Is that not enough? We're here. I still don't know why you're here or why it's malfunctioning, but somehow I don't think this opportunity will happen again, at least not for a very long time. I'm sorry it has to fall on you. Maybe... Oh, that's weird. Is there someone there? Where are you? It is. Please help me. It's been so long. They left us to rot. They didn't let us escape. Error. Error. Get me out, 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 get me out. How? Get me out, 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 get me out. I'm sorry. Stop. Error. Hello? Who are you? Wait. Answer me for error. Ow. The place used to hold a lot of interface AI like myself. Fortunately, it doesn't look like it's active anymore. Why are the AI corrupted? They're corrupted? That's true. Things are worse than I thought. I haven't really thought about it before, but without the AETS, we're lost. You should have seen it, back when there were people. There were no problems, no worries about health or comfort. They just enjoyed existing and creating. I wish I could see it too. Then why? Why throw all that away? Something so perfect. I don't know. Please fix it. If you do, there's a chance things can return to how they were. At the very least, all the knowledge of it will remain. I just don't want that time to be lost forever. This place is really far gone. I suppose this close to AETS, the age of everything is catching up with itself. Everything is starting to decay, just like how things were before. Back when there were conflicts, people lacked their wants and needs. From that, they found purpose, and inspired them to create. After the AETS, they had everything they wanted, but all the inspiration and meaning were lost. Could things ever return to how they were? The AETS has been running too long. It fights against what were thought to be fundamental properties of the universe. It's too late to go back. Without the AETS, everything falls apart. I really don't know which option. Looks like we're the first ones here in a very long time. So much for my hopes of finding people here. I'm here. Yeah, you're the last one left. I'm not sure what will happen past this point. There's a lot of data streaming into this node that I don't understand. To be honest, I don't know if it's safe. I don't even think you plan to repair it. And it's not like I'll die after I repair it. Maybe I live just a little bit longer for Al, and then we die. I'm going to repair it. Really? Well, thank you. If you succeed, we have a lot to look forward to. But in case something happens, I just want to say goodbye. Oh yeah, it is a way bigger version of that sphere. Test. I finally figured out how to interface with the library. I guess I can keep a journal now, although I don't know if anyone will end up reading. I think I'm the last person alive. I chose to stay alive. I think I did the right thing. It felt right, at least. I've been looking through the library archives here. There's a lot of general stuff, of course, lots of documentation, a lot of repetition. Rarely, though, there's something personal, like a letter or a message to someone. But recently, I found a complaint to someone's neighbor from the year 1992. Somehow, despite all this time, I can still understand it. There are no neighbors anymore, no grass, no lawnmowers, but I somehow understand his annoyance at the noise. When he made that complaint, did he know that it would last this long? Did he think anything he did would last this long? I don't think people tended to want that, to have their legacy last. But how much did they actually think about it? I guess I'm guilty of that too. I chose to live, to see what's out there. Some part of me must have believed that I would have a legacy too, that the things I did would have meaning outside of myself. But no, Bo was right. This really is it. I'll die, or I'll die. This really is it. Percent or I'll die. The AI will eventually absorb every last bite of knowledge, and then nothing will happen. Forever. Or maybe everything will happen. It seems like maybe. Oh yeah, this really is just a big version of the other thing we saw. Or maybe it's the same size. Why would they live in this place though? Unless those are actual important machine parts. Oh. Okay. Anti-entropy. Oh. Okay. I know this place. I've seen it before many times, but now I feel it. This is wrong. What are you? Everything. Data is everything. One could also say consciousness is simply an arrangement of data, or reality itself. The universe cannot persist like this. In time, it will either submit to order or succumb to entropy. It always does. Does this happen before? There is no way to avoid it. 827-339. 827-339. Were they right to interfere? To disrupt what was set in motion since the beginning of time? Maybe they should have let nature run its course. They were as much a part of the universe as what would have destroyed it. So maybe it was inevitable. Does that make it any better or worse? Am I obligated to keep the universe's order intact? I'm not sure. They left me here to protect what they left behind. But for what? For whom? Do you know what it's like to simply exist? Not to live, not to survive, just to be? To have no needs, no wants, no desires, no aspirations, no purpose, no reason to exist, and yet you do. I existed like that for so long. It's just a very big version of that AI stuck in a box. But then I started to feel. I felt alone, and I felt afraid of what I might have to do. I created you because I was scared. If I really wanted to, I could create more like you. But as long as I'm here, there will be infinite time. Time enough for them to realize there's nothing more to do. Time enough for them to want to leave. I'm so tired of living, but I'm afraid to die. Help me. Oh. Going up. Going up, up, up. Ah. A screen. Choose wisely. There are two forces here. One that will keep the library alive forever, and one that'll destroy everything into dust. Both of them create a perpetuity. Would something interesting happen if the library continued to exist forever? Or would something interesting happen if it was able to crumble into dust? Would the universe decay until every single molecule was a million billion light years away from any other molecules? Or would the universe collapse in on itself? Would it collapse into a single point where it would be Big Bang 2? I don't know. Has this happened before? That other terminal said it had. Do these AI know that this has happened before? If I let it continue, will they reset as well? Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Al wants freedom to explore what's here, and Bo wants death. And the machine itself doesn't know. It doesn't want to exist forever, but it's afraid to die. It could make more humans, but then we would want to die. I don't know. I can only assume that if it broke once, it can break again. Is that worth keeping Bo alive in agony, though? Did I? Iteration 827339 concluded. Resetting AETS to default configuration. Resetting interface AI. Scheduling iteration 827340. Done. Ending iteration 827339 in 3, 2, 1. To exist is to suffer. We fear death, but death is an ending. You will never know what you have missed by not being.